Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the River Football League recap, weekly recap. He came up with an actual good word for it other than what I was going to keep saying, which it was going to be, who knows what it was going to be. Before we move any further, I just want to, not an actual one, but a moment of silence for the Owls. They, they were bought out and purchased by an anonymous rich person, as happens regularly. They will now henceforth be known as the Letterkenny Ostriches. I'm assuming Letterkenny must be the city. Perhaps it's the brand that bought them, but they are now an ostrich. This will not affect the mascots. Richard Sandwich will remain the ostrich's mascot. He's a mascot.
He's the man.
I'm understanding that you do have some of Richard's thoughts on the whole matter.
Oh yes, he said, with great mayo comes great possibilities. I don't know what it means, but we don't question the man.
Don't question the man.
Don't question the sandwich.
I think we will have a moment of silence for the.
Okay.
All right, that was enough. Let's get into the actual week 2 results.
Yes.
I would first like to say, and you can offer your thoughts on this if you have any. According to Sleeper, last week did not count.
Wait, last week didn't count?
Week 1, I'm sorry.
I was about to say.
Sorry. Week 1 did not count according to Sleeper. It gave us all ties, which I thought was weird. And then whenever I looked in the app, I don't know if anybody else noticed, but you all either have only... What? Week 1, not counted. It was entered in as a tie. Sleeper agreed. Super scuffed. Did not count it. So week 2 is where we're actually going to be getting into determining like the seeding for the playoffs, like who's winning, who's losing. So basically, look at week 1 as the preseason. Week 2 is our actual week 1 regular season has begun. Do you have any thoughts on? Do you feel like now week 1 was a waste, or?
I don't remember week 1.
Week 1, you started almost the entirety of the Dolphins roster.
Oh, wow. It's probably for the best.
Probably for the best. Week 1, you had Tua. Week 1, you started Tua. Is that?
I didn't start Tua.
I thought you did.
No, I didn't.
I'm looking back, and you'll be a liar.
I didn't start Tua.
This is bad faith.
I would know.
That's bad faith.
You've just made it up in your sick little mind.
Speaking of, he is still available.
He is.
Tua's
If you
still
want
available.
Tua, go get him.
This was not the week of Tua, although I feel like he had quite a bit of points, actually.
He did actually do pretty good.
16?
All the Dolphins players seem like they were doing pretty good, so that's how I picked up my win this week. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, that's a perfect segue, because I forgot week 1, now it's week 1. First game we're going to talk about was us facing each other, Pigskins and the Pepsi Clan, which the Pepsi Clan beat the Pigskins 108-79.
Yep.
I am so very sad. Of course, I've got you have the fancy graphics, so you're already seeing all the different stat lines and stuff. I will like to point out that it seems like, yeah, over there.
Up there. On the TV that's behind us.
TV. I'll have to come with a name for that TV. Baker Mayfield, my shining star in that one, which he was also in the preseason. 20 of my 79 points came for him, so that's literally a fourth of my points. Passing and rushing, 248 total yards, 2 touchdowns. Would you like to speak on the success of your Dolphins in that game?
Well, unlike the NFL, where the Dolphins did horribly, as they always do, throwing every game that they play. We did pretty good. A-Chain got a lot of points. Waddle got a lot of points. And the Chubbs and Jordan both.
I actually have
Actually, no, I didn't
A-Chain's
put
points right here.
Chubbs on.
You didn't.
I didn't.
But
It
you
was
should.
Braun,
On.
Bond, and Burks. But Bond did good. So I'm pretty sure he did better than Chubbs.
I
So.
think you did. But Chubb still got like 15, I think.
He did. I know how to pick him.
A-Chain was actually your top performer in that. 26 of your 108 points came from him.
Hey.
122 total yards, so that's rushing and receiving, and 1 touchdown.
Yep.
But, such is the case. I mean, it got you triple digits.
He did.
Triple digits, which is crazy thinking about the preseason. It's just going to be weird. I'm looking, it says week 2,
Yeah.
but it's week 1.
Wow.
I'll get used to it. Moving on to our next game, we had the Patriots and the Cannonballs. This was a very, very tight game. 4 points is the only one that separated this, but in the end, the Patriots. Keep in mind, preseason, they were at the very bottom of the rankings. They beat the Cannonballs.
I actually did see that. I was following it.
Oh,
I
really?
meant to check up on it, yeah. Whenever I last checked, the last player on the Patriots had to play, so I guess that he
Yep.
got him the win.
Eked it out right at the end, 92-88. Of course, I have stats up here. Once again, Patrick Mahomes showing out. He was the Cannonballs' top performer. CeeDee Lamb was the top performer for the Patriots, which was very interesting to me. That was not who I thought it would be, considering I believe he plays for the Cowboys, and they're a dumpster fire, or I guess we thought they were going to be, but they're not. Not good. I think that's all we have to say about that game. Moving on, we have Kayla Sadler's team versus the Goats. This was another triple-digit score. Tyler's team, very consistent. He beats Kayla's team 112-67. Not only is he being consistent, he's laughing at all of us for not drafting Christian McCaffrey, who has been playing, and he's been playing very well. Top performer for the Goats with 23 fantasy points, 107 total yards, and 1 touchdown from the running back position.
Well, I was only a few points off from him in total. And
That's
also,
very true.
A-Chain got more points than him. So
That is also true.
if my best is better than his best, then I'm better than him.
Things are heating up. Perhaps a little rivalry. I will say for this game, the reason I think that her points were so low, Justin Fields, an abysmal 3 points on that game, which I actually just realized as I was doing research for another part that we'll be talking about later. Justin Fields actually is out for this coming week with a concussion. He's under concussion protocol, so that might have been why. I don't know if it was during that game, but Justin Fields is concussed. Such is the life of being a New York Jets quarterback. You're constantly trying not to die. Aaron Rodgers got out of there, which it's also funny that she started Justin Fields and not Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
So that's on you, Kayla, which we have more to say about you later.
Can't keep a team. Roster swapped like 3 times.
I can't say anything. Moving on, we have the biggest scoring affair out of the entire week, and this wasn't even our game of the week that I had picked out.
Yeah.
This should have been. It was the Robos and the Jays, and it was each team triple-digit scores. In the end, it was the Robos winning 137-123. It was a game of the wide receivers. Jamar Chase and Amon-Ra St. Brown, which made me happy because that's a Lions player. I've got it all posted up over there. They both had 39 fantasy points from the wide receiver position, which is pretty darn insane. And I won't say too much more about that just for the sake of time, but it is interesting to note Jamar Chase had more yards than Amon-Ra, but St. Brown had more touchdowns than Chase. So just keep that in mind whenever you're sleeping on the Lions. All right. Did you have any thoughts about that? Like, that's a big scoring game. Jay Uso versus what was
Robo Joe.
Robo Joe. I forgot their
Fake
mascot
fan
name.
of the mascots.
I am. I'm sleeping on them. But I'm not sleeping on this, the game of the week, which I will say after I get this quick water break here.
Piece of plastic stuck in my sock.
That sucks.
Oh, it's the thing. It's the thing that holds the socks together. Still stuck just in one sock.
I wish you could get your feet up here to show.
Probably could.
Whoa!
Well, football!
That's the same color as this. They're
Oh,
not gonna
gosh.
see. It's just gonna.
Well,
that's
they'll
gonna
see
look freaky.
the ball, the football, and the goalpost there.
He's got no feet. Moving on to the game of the week. There was a truck out there. Game of the week. It's kind of a letdown. It was the Nordics versus now the Ostriches. I'm just gonna say it. Like this was crazy, and it was the Ostriches beating, like trampling the Nordics, 131 to 54. You can read it right there.
How did Josh Allen only have 12 points?
And not only did Josh Allen only have 12 points, he was the top performer for Jeremy's team.
Yikes.
I have no idea. I forget. I don't know if somebody got injured, but like nobody was doing anything for the Nordics. Another truck for the Nordics this past week. But Josh Allen, 207 total yards, no touchdowns. So that's part of the problem. I will say this, and I won't actually. I'll touch on this here in a second. You can see it up there. Top performer for the Ostriches, Roquan Smith from the linebacker position, and I'll get into him later because we're about to get into the awards.
The awards.
The awards.
Oh, the awards.
The awards. Did you have anything else to add to the game of the week?
No, that's just
insane.
I'm kind of glad I didn't get Josh Allen right now.
Moving on, the awards.
Awards.
Try not to fall through the.
I don't want to fall through the set.
Yeah. It's an amazing set that we built back here.
Yes, it's
Not a
beautiful.
green screen.
You love the set. You love it. Love it. Moving on to the awards. We're just going to jump right into it because I was alluding to these guys and I really want to talk about their stat lines. We're going to move on to the Alpha of the Week. So out of once again, Alpha Sigma of the Week. Out of the entire division, these were the top performers of those two divisions. Alpha of the Week is Amon-Ra St. Brown with 39 fantasy points. Shut up. 39 fantasy points, like I said, that is off of 115 yards and 3 touchdowns from the wide receiver position. You got some thoughts on that, buddy?
I'm just, it's not about one player, it's about the whole team.
He's part of the reason why you got so many points from the Lions. He is.
I don't have him.
Because
I have Lions defense. They did all.
yeah, because the offense is out there scoring enough points. Whatever. Anyway, like you said, a team sport, whatever. We're gonna fight in real life. Moving on to the Sigma of the week, the one that I'm most excited about because this is a defensive player, Roquan Smith, with 40 fantasy points on 15 tackles and 1 fumble recovery.
Roquando.
No, Roquan Smith. He's a linebacker.
Is that like Rex Kwando?
It could be. It could just be Roquando from Dave's team, the Ostriches.
See, you agree. That's his name now.
Roquando. I'm cool with it. We need more nicknames in the league. Everybody get on it. Speaking of Dave's team, I would like to transition over to the bench warmer of the week, which is, we love these. This is another member on Dave's team. It was Malik Neighbors. who also scored 40 fantasy points.
It is quite a lot.
So, like, maybe we need to look into what's going on over in Letterkenny, because I think there's some tampering going on. I don't know what's going on. Maybe Dave just knows what he's doing.
Maybe he paid off the refs.
Maybe he did pay off the refs. But to have somebody on your bench score 40 points and have someone starting score 40 points, that's pretty insane, and it makes me upset. We're moving on. To the free agent of the week, I wanted to add that. Just because, we move so many players all the time, and there's so many players in the NFL. We have so many guys that are starting on teams that we're not starting just because we don't have enough room.
Can I take a guess?
Take a guess.
Tua.
Tua? You think it's Tua?
Locking it in.
Locking in Tua?
Locking it in.
Locking in Tua?
Tell him.
The free agent of the week, drum roll please, was Dayan Henley with 40 points from the defensive back position. That's coming off of 10 tackles, 1 interception, and 1 sack.
Probably a misprint on your part.
Nope, it's not.
It's okay.
I
forgive you.
It's so little of a misprint that the moment that I saw this, as I was compiling the information, I already signed him, so no one can have him. Dayan Henley. Actually, he's questionable this week, so I'm not starting him, but I have him. You can't have him. I just wanted to do the free agent of the week because I want to spread some love and maybe open some eyes to some more players that you guys could be having on your teams. Because who would have... Okay. Did anybody know who Dayan Henley was until right now?
Nope.
I didn't either. He's actually young, too.
Probably a one-off.
Could be. Could be.
He probably just...
Check the game logs, though. I think he had 30 in the preseason.
Well, preseason doesn't matter.
Apparently not the sleeper. Speaking of the preseason, the video... I don't know why I'm pointing over there. The video's over
There's
here.
nothing over there.
There's nothing over there.
There's something up there. There's a TV up there. Behind me.
We're not going to do the power ranking anymore because of how much I see that this is based off of what Sleeper wants to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to be calling it the seeding from now on, so that way everyone knows exactly where they're at, because only the top 8 teams make it into the playoffs and have a chance to fight for the championship. If you're in the bottom 2 teams, you will fight for the Toilet King Championship. I haven't decided what exactly I'm going to call that yet, but you will become the Turd King. You're fighting to become the Turd King, or not to become the Turd King, rather.
Sounds pretty cool to me.
You want to be in last place? Start Tua. So, of course, I'll throw up. We'll throw up. Whoa! Throw the seating over there. You can see it right there. It's
that
beautiful.
moved really slow. It's still going.
It's still moving.
Okay, there it goes.
Okay, it's up
it's
now.
there.
Technical difficulties on our part. Or magical
You didn't throw it
difficulties.
past it.
Neither did Tua.
Didn't even watch the game. I didn't watch it either.
It's just funny to throw shade. But as you can see, the seating over there right now, the 2 teams on the chopping block are Kayla Sadler's team and the Nordics.
So,
if he dropped it, he dropped something.
sorry, I dropped something.
He dropped something. You don't get the
It's
note.
a
Oh,
mic.
there it is. Eat the mic.
Microphone.
So yeah, the seeding is determined, I don't have all of it written down in front of me, but I believe it is... Somebody scored a lot of points. Okay, yeah, so Jake's team, the Jays, scored 123 points in their loss, but they're below Corey's team, who also lost, but scored 88 points. So the reason why it's weird. It's the points for and the points against is what I figured out. So because Corey's team did not lose by as much points, he's actually above. So it could get a little weird as we go forward. So just be hoping that you're not playing high scoring teams if your team is also not scoring very high. It's kind of out of your control. It's up to the will of any given Sunday.
Or just pick your guys better.
I would like to. I would not like Tua. He can stay in free agency.
I love Tua. We all love Tua.
I do love
Look
Tua.
at him.
He's so kind.
He's up there.
Look how kind he is.
Remember he played a ukulele for us last week? That was nice.
It was very nice. With Ryan Fitzpatrick, who I also like Ryan Fitzpatrick. I wish he was back as well.
You know, I heard that we have a new correspondent.
We do?
We do. His name is Uncle Yairo.
Uncle Yairo?
And, he actually,
I love Uncle Yairo.
He reacted to that video.
He did?
Yeah. Do you want to go to that now?
Yeah, let's go to that now.
Okay, go to Uncle Yairo.
Go to Uncle Yairo. It's Uncle Yairo time.
Yairo.
Go see him.
Uncle Hero.
Do you have any interest in playing the ukulele?
Sure.
Do you have any?
You want me to play? Wow, we need more of these interviews, guys. I love these interviews. Oh my gosh.
Toot toot toot, love to see you playing out there so happily. Can't wait to see you on the desk tomorrow night after victory over Joey Monday. Wonderful.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Do it. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Bob.
Now it's time we're going to move into the, well, I have it written down as week 3 preview, but I guess this is week 2 preview. So we have another chance for week 2 up.
Oh.
So
there's still time to pick up Tua
there
in
is
week
still-
2.
in week 2, for week 2, you could pick up Tua. He might
You
go off.
should.
This will be the one time that he goes for 40 points or something.
Yeah.
I have no idea
He
who
did
they're
good
facing
last
this
week.
Yeah, he could show us something.
Only good for fantasy points, the Dolphins are.
Yep. Not for anything else. I do want to share some news while we're talking about quarterbacks. There was a big shift that did happen. The Robos, of course, they are actually sitting number 1 in the seeding, but it did come with a cost. Joe Burrow has turf toe.
That sounds fake.
It sounds really fake, but apparently turf toe is serious enough that it requires surgery. Turf toe Joe is now a thing. I believe he's going to be gone for 3 months after he gets the surgery.
Yikes.
So, that actually left Rob. Rob pulled that win out of his butt somehow. Jamar Chase going off. But that left him without a quarterback. He didn't even have a backup quarterback. So, the kind commissioner I am, I did trade him Justin Herbert. So you will be seeing Justin Herbert as the starting quarterback for the Robos because I've decided that we will rally behind Baker Mayfield and we will play good football.
No, what you need to do is trade in Justin Herbert for Tua.
Yeah, Rob, get on it.
Then you win.
With that out of the way, I'd like to move on to, of course, the preview. Before I get into the Loogie game, our game of the week, I wanted to I never really thought that I would talk about the rest of the games, but I want to. So I might have to make a graphic for that.
Uh-oh.
No, we'll see. Rest of the week may or may not be on TV. It might be literally anything else that you're seeing. We'll see. The rest of the week, Pigskins versus the Jays. The Jays have a 60% chance of winning as of time of this recording. Say that for us.
Yeah, that's rough.
Patriots and Nordics is actually a 50-50 shot. Vince versus Jeremy there. You will be taking on Corey, Pepsi Clan versus Cannonballs. You have a 60% shot
I think it's
and
higher,
winning that.
personally.
Speaking of higher chances than 60, the Robos will be taking on Kayla Sadler's team. Kaylor's team. The Robos have a 90% chance of winning that game. At the time of this recording, it could have changed because I wanted to call out Kayla now. She did away with Justin Fields. You want to know who she got? She didn't pick up Tua. Bad faith. Didn't get Tua. She picked up Jake Browning. Jabroni Jake, she picked up. That's who's taking Joe Burrow's spot.
How many points did he get?
I actually didn't look at that. But, I mean, he's
I
throwing to
guarantee
Jamar
you
Chase.
it's less than
It's
Tua.
got to be less than Tua.
You may think it's a joke, guys.
Now watch Jake Browning have like a Kurt Warner year.
Well,
That would be crazy. I would actually be okay with that. That'd be
something
cool.
tells me he
Could it perhaps be the loaded gun in your
won't.
pocket? And a bullet with his name on it? Wait, what?
This whole thing?
Oh,
no!
Oh, sorry,
No, it's
Kayla.
not
Oh, hey. Woo-hoo.
No.
YouTube, it's fake.
It's airsoft.
Airsoft. Instead of the orange tip. Alright, now we've gone through the rest of the week.
Yes.
Moving on to the game of the week, the one we're looking forward to the most is going to be the Goats versus the Ostriches. As we speak right now, the Goats are the number 4 team, the Ostriches the number 2 team, but the Goats have a 60% chance of victory according to Sleeper. Just taking a look at the two. I can't, dude.
Two of them.
We gotta get back.
Two of
We're
them.
never gonna
The
get
two of
past
them.
Tua. Comparing the two teams' quarterbacks, the Goats are starting Jaden Daniels at the time of this recording, who did really well last week, 200 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, but he is questionable. There was something going on with his knee. I just have knee. Oh, me when knee surgery tomorrow. That is, of course, going against Lamar Jackson, who threw for 225 yards and 4 touchdowns. I think some of that was rushing. No, I take that back. I think it was all passing touchdowns. I don't know who they faced last week, but my gosh. That's what we have going on for the game of the week. But we know why we're here. We want to talk about the Loogie game. So, update on the tail of the Loogie. Eagles won last week.
Yes.
Jalen Hurts was still the last one to hold the ball. Jalen Hurts still has the Loogie. Vince, you also.
I
by
feel
proxy,
as
still have the
though
Loogie.
unless the game ends with the kicker kicking it in,
Yeah.
or somehow a touchdown or someone running in, it's probably always going to be the quarterback.
It probably is.
because of the needles.
Yeah. So if it's just a regular run-of-the-mill game, yeah, it'll probably just be a quarterback most of the time. But you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
Especially once we get later into the season, we'll probably see
true.
even more like tight games. We just had a game this last week go into overtime. So
Go
it's
Russell
possible.
Wilson. Papa Russ was
Papa Russ
cooking until he wasn't.
Until he. That was sad. Russell Wilson. Maybe I should have had a spot for him. Like 400 passing yards. Apparently, that was his best performance of his entire career.
Well, I believe it.
I do too. But of course, I have it up here on the Loogie game. Which players are affected? This week is going to be the Rams versus the Eagles, and I just recently picked up the Rams defense as well, so I have both defenses playing in this game.
Well,
So it's kind of like, oh, I hope something happens. We'll see what happens there. I don't really anticipate too tight of a game, but they could prove me wrong. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the Rams game thus far. Jeremy actually did just pick up Matthew Stafford, so I guess they've been doing good enough to warrant that. Of course, Rob still has Puka. The trade for Justin Herbert, I picked up the Rams running back, so I'm on here like 3 times to get the Loogie. But if it goes according to my plan, Eagles are going to win. Jalen Hurts is going to keep the Loogie. Vince will keep the Loogie. And with that, that is all I had to talk about this week.
oh.
Straightforward to the point. We don't have any mascot stuff to do. We just had Uncle Yairo. And yeah, any closing thoughts going into this next week?
If you have anything else you'd like Uncle Yairo to review, just type it in the comments. He loves to please people. He's a very kind and gracious man. So
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He pulled my car out of the mud the other day with a smile on his face.
he's always smiling.
He's very strong.
He is.
It's kind of terrifying.
He's a unit.
He's a unit. An absolute unit.
Yep.
Alright. Well,
Is that it?
I think that's it. This has, for River Football League, I am Zach,
I'm Bubby.
and we will catch you guys next week for the week 2 We will catch you next week for the week 2 recap. Bye bye.
I mean, we have to rename the first week.
No. We'll just call it this one week 1 for real.
Okay. That'll